Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see another problem based on the signal flow graph by using the Mason's gain formula. Let us see the problem. So it is a given problem. So he is asking the transfer function x pi divided by x1, that is x pi. Between x pi and x pi, you are x pi and x6 you are having only 1, so no need worry about that. So x pi is also equals to 1, we can write, that is x6 is equals to, we can write 1 into x pi, they both will become 1 only. So initially, so we can write, so if you observe this, x6 can be written as 1 into x pi, so overall gain into x pi, so x6 is equals to x pi will become, so the transfer function will be x pi divided by x1 is also 1 is equals to x6 divided by is also equals to 1. So there is no difference between them, so don't get confused that, right? That is the first clue. So what is the first step we have to do? You have to identify the number of forward paths. So how many number of forward paths are there? So you see the forward paths here. So how many forward paths here? x1, x2, x3, x4, and like this it is going reaching x1. So in this you are having g1, g2, g3. So let us write that first forward path, that will be p1 is equals to g1, g2, g3, that is the all forward path. Next, second forward path, where is the second forward path? That is g4 and g3, that is the another forward path. p2 will be g4 and g3, that is the second forward path. So only you are having only two forward paths. After that you have to identify how many number of individual loops are there. So how many number of individual loops are there? Let us identify the individual loops. That is g1 minus h1, that is one loop. g1 minus h1, that is another. g3 minus h2 is the another loop. Another loop will be g1, g2, g3 and minus h3, and you are having another loop will be g4, g3 and minus h3. So how many? 4 loops are there. Let us write individual loops. L1 is equals to g1 into minus h1. Next L2 is equals to, we can write g3 into minus h2. L3 will be g1, g2, g3 minus h3, that is a loop 3. L4 will be, that is equals to g4, g3, sorry, g3 and g4, g4, g3, right, minus h3. So that are the 4 individual loops you are having. So next you have to do is, how many is there any? Third step is, you have to identify two non-touching, is there any two non-touching loops are there. So if you see two non-touching loops are there, first you compare L1 with, so let us compare this L1 with L2. So they are not having any common node, so you can write that as, so L12, that is the one loop. Next you compare L13, so L13 is having a common loop here, so you can observe here, that is L1 is here and L3 is here, so you are having a common node will be here it is. Next, so let us compare L1 and L4. So L1 and L4 is also having a common node here, that is this one, this is the L1 and this is the L4 here. L4 is also having a common node here, so that is also neglected. Now let us compare 2 with 3. So whenever you compare 2 with 3, they are also having a common node here, that is 2 is here and 3 is also here, they are having a common node here, so you can't take. Next 2 and 4 if you observe, they are also having, this is the fourth loop and this is the second loop, they are having a common node here, so here also, so you can eliminate 2 and 4 also. Next 3 and 4 you compare, 3 is here, so 3 will be this one and 4 will be this one, So they are having a more common nodes, so you can't take 3 and 4. All the loops are get eliminated, so we are having only one non-touching loop, that will be L12, that is equals to, we can write G1 into minus H1 L1. Next L2 will be G3 into minus H2. So that will be written as G1 G3 H1 H2. So that is L12. Now you got L12, two non-touching loops. After that you have to find what is the delta. So let us write the delta one. Delta is equals to 1 minus non-touching loops. So how many individual loops are there? How many individual loops? 4 individual loops, that is L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4 plus how many non-touching loops are there? Only you are having L12. So that is L12. So you can write that as 1 minus L1 can be written as, all the loops having a negative value, that will be G1 plus H1 plus L2 value will be, that is equals to G3 H2 plus G1 G2 G3 into H3 plus next G3 G4 into H3. These are the 4 individual loops plus L12 will be, that is equals to G1 G3 H1 H2. So these are the delta value. Next you have to find delta 1. So delta 1 will be first forward path. So the forward path is touching all the loops, so you can't take, the delta 1 value will become 1 minus 0, that is equals to 1. What about delta 2? Delta 2 is equals to, if you observe delta 2, so delta 2 value will be, this is the delta 2 forward path. So this is the forward path. This is also touching all the loops here. So this loop is touching here. This is having a common node here. So this is also touching here. So this forward path is also touching all the loops. So you can take, that is delta 2 also will become only 1 minus 0, that is equals to 1. So now you got delta 1 and delta 2. Let us write the final transfer function. X6 divided by x1, that is also equals to x5 divided by x1 also. In the problem it is given as to x5 is equals to x5 divided by x1, they both are equal. That will be written as P1 delta 1 plus P2 delta 2 whole thing divided by, so what you are going to get, that is equals to delta. So this is the delta 1. Now we will write the answer. P1 is equals to, P1 will be G1 G2 G3 whole into 1 delta 1 value plus G3 G4 into delta 2 value will become 1. So that is numerator. Let us write the denominator. Denominator we are already having delta value, that is equals to 1 plus G1 H1 plus G3 H2 plus G1 G2 G3 H3 plus G3 G4 H3 plus G1 G3 H1 H2. So this is the denominator. So this is the transfer function of the given problem, overall transfer function of the given problem. That's all in this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. So if you have any query, please make comment in the comment box. I can reply. Thank you very much.